This is Duff Williams, your on-site color commentator, and we're back here at Sherwood Forest near Nottingham, where the up-and-coming archery pro Robin Hood is taking on the All-England champion Sir Guy Grizzly. Easy man, easy me, calling never help anyone do anything. Calm down, you two, you can have at each other shortly. Each contestant has been given 6 arrows. The bowman with the highest odd score is winner of the match. Before we get on with the match, let's go to the video tapestry and see how the tourney has evolved to the present time and place where we are at. The target is divided into 5 concentric circles. You get 9 points for a bullseye, and for each ring out from the bullseye, you get 7, 5, 3, or 1 point. As you can see, each of these players are consummate athletes. They have hit the bullseye with almost every successive shot. The score is 36 to 34, with Sir Guy ahead by 2 points. Thank you, Fire Tuck, for the playback. There's a short break in the action right now, and joining me is the organizer of the tournament, the Sheriff of Nottingham. Sheriff, you're known as a tough, law and order kind of guy, yet instead of sticking to the rules and awarding the championship to the player with the highest score, you're giving it to the highest odd score. Now, why is that?
Well, Duff, it makes for a much more interesting contest. The score is 36 to 34. Now, Sir Guy got 4 9s. Now, 9 is an odd number, but 4 of them make 36. 36 is an even number.
Now, how is that, Sheriff?
Well, Duff, 4 is an even number. When you add 4 odd numbers, the result is always even. Sir Guy, as indicated by the black arrows, got himself 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9. That's 36. Old Robin, as indicated by the green arrows, got himself 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 7. That's 4 numbers. Although they're all odd, they add up to an even number as well, 34.
So, technically, Sheriff, neither Robin nor Sir Guy is winning, since both their scores are even, not odd.
Nothing gets past you, Duff. You see, I think I got them in a corner. You see, I gave them each 6 arrows. 6 is an even number. They hit this target 6 times. There isn't any way they're going to come up with an odd number. Because when you add 6 odd numbers, the result is always even. I'm going to deposit the gold and keep it all for myself.
A sneaky trick, if I say so myself. Well, I see Robin Hood and Sir Guy are back in position. It's Sir Guy's turn to shoot. bullseye, 9 points. That gives Sir Guy 45 points. Now it's Robin's turn. 9 points for Robin Hood. That's 5 odd scores for a total of 43, and that's odd to a tense moment. Ladies and gentlemen, both Robin Hood and Sir Guy have only 1 arrow left. A bullseye, an amazing display of archery accuracy. 6 perfect bullseyes, 54 points.
Hooray! 54, that's still an even number.
54 points. What can Robin do? Wait, there, right there, a miss. Unbelievable, incredible. What a brilliant maneuver by Robin Outtro. So Robin Hood is the winner.
Oh, Robin outfoxed me. He only hit the target 5 times. By letting that other arrow go off into nowhere, he kept his score at the odd number of 43.
Well, Sheriff, I know you're disappointed, but if you'll excuse me, I'd like a few words with Robin Hood. Robin Hood, congratulations. You showed some real forest smarts out there.
Thank thee, Doc. It felt good.
A pungent comment, remarkably and perceptively to the point for one so young. Well, Robin, you've won the title and the gold. And since the sheriff was rich, I suppose in your usual way, you'll be giving the gold to the poor.
No, I'm going to keep it.
Hey, Cabot!
Hate to see I'm studying my part.
Your part looks fine to me. In fact, looks very straight.
Not that part, the part of my script.
Oh.
Now, what do you want?
Well, I hate to bother
Then
you.
don't.
I was just wondering if you could pay me the $5 you owe me.
I owe you $5?
Give me $5.
I owe you $5?
$5.
All right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
What?
I will not pay you $1 for 5 days.
You will not pay me $1 for 5 days.
Is that what I said?
That's what you said.
Then that's what I meant.
Could you run that past me one more time?
Sure, I will not pay you $1 for 5 days.
I don't know why that doesn't sound quite right to me.
All right, look at here. On day 1, I will not pay you $1.
Uh-huh.
On day 2, same thing.
Oh.
On day 3, 4, and 5, I will also not pay you $1. Now, add them up. What do you get?
Well, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How much do I owe you?
5.
There, you see? You happy?
Something is very rotten in Denver. Let me see. On the first day, you were not going to pay me $1, correct?
Right.
On the second day, you were not going to pay me $1, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Same on the third day, the fourth day, and the fifth day. Are you with me so far?
So far, brilliant.
So you're going to pay me 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
So that equals 0. It looks like a lot of zeros to me. You are going to pay me 0 every day for 5 days. 5 times 0 equals 0. And that's what you're going to offer me?
All right. Come on. Don't cry. Look, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I will not pay you $1 for 7 days.
Oh, that's much better.
Good.
Square One TV's roving reporter asks another mathematical question of the person on the street. Today's question is, what is a dodecahedron?
Dodeca what? A part of a spaceship?
Some sort of dock or deck, like Indian maybe.
The ingredients you use to make bread, I guess.
A monster from a Japanese movie.
Animals. I have to say animals. Is it an animal?
Dodecahedron. That sounds very tasty. I think I had one last week.
It's a cube with the angles cut off.
Dodecahedron. Sounds like something that somebody from a donut shop would just put together.
Holy mackerel, I don't know.
Dodecahedron. Dodeca. 12. 3-dimensional figure with 12 faces. That must be it. Yep, that's it.
you guys in television land, go get a pencil and paper and...
Why? Because it's in your contract!
Once again, it's time for America's favorite mathematical game show. But who's counting? And here's America's favorite mathematical game show host, Monte Carlo.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to But Who's Counting? Now, let's meet our first couple.
We're the Kirkendalls from Sesame, California. Mighty glad to be here.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, let's meet your opponents, who are...
We're the Sansinians, Monty.
And a lovely couple indeed. Where do you hail from?
We're from Kirkendall, California.
I should have guessed. Now, let me introduce the lovely Amber Jeanette. You all know how to play the game?
Yes, we do.
Wonderful. We'll choose 5 digits at random, one at a time. Your job is to place each of those digits in any of the 5 place value positions on your scoreboard. And the object is to create the largest number you can. Remember, once you place a digit on your board, you can't move it. The couple with the larger number wins the game. And don't forget the bonus prize for the best number. You folks at home, get pencil and paper ready so you can play too. Here we go with the first digit. It's a 5. Amber, next digit.
Here we are.
The second digit is a 3. Amber? The third digit is a 1. Amber, give that wheel a rotation. The fourth digit is a 4. 4. And the final digit is... 0. Now, let's see what the Kirkendalls have.
Yeah, my dear. Our number is 40,513.
Ooh, it sounds pretty good to me. Let's see what the San Simeons have.
We have 5,341.
Oh, well, it looks like the Kirkendalls won the first game. Now, the best number would have been 54,310. Now, let's go to the second game. You ready, Amber? Here we go. Give that wheel a turn. Three. The first digit is a 3. The second is... Good work, Amber. Amber?
Here we are.
That's a good. And the third digit is... Eight. Now let's see what the fourth digit is. Six, the big 6. The final digit of the final game is... Round, jingle, 9. A 9. Let's see what the Kirkendalls came up with.
Another good one here, my dear. 89,623.
That was 89,623. Let's see if the San Simeons did as well.
We have 86,932.
Oh, it looked like the Kirkendalls won a very big game. However, the best number would have been 98,632. Still, The Kirkendalls win first prize, all they can eat in their favorite restaurant. Second prize goes to the San Simeones, half of all they can eat at their favorite restaurant. The bonus prize would have been 2 tickets to next week's game. Well, congratulations to the winners, and that's it for...
The following song includes graphic descriptions of obtuse and acute angles. Viewers who might be offended by this subject matter should not view this program.
I know all the angles. Angle dancing's the latest fad. Make 2 lines meet at a throbbing beat. The results will drive you mad. If you learn all the angles, you can dance to my angle song. To start, bend your knees 45 degrees. Everybody crawl along. Angle dance, find the point where 2 lines merge. Angle dance,
Come, let's make our paths converge.
once you know all the angles, a 2-person square's a breeze. It's quite cut and dry, stretch one arm to the side to raise the other one 90 degrees. Next, hang a friend from the ceiling. If he loves you, I know he won't care. Clasp his hands real tight, get those angles right. There, you've done it, you've made a square. Angle dance, help me measure these angles, please. Angle dance.
We're all doing it by degrees.
Angle dance, make a circular turn on your toe. Angle dance,
In degrees spin 360.
if you try, you can make any angle. If you don't, there's no excuse. This little beaut is called acute, and this wide one is obtuse. Now I've taught you the angles, your angle dancing hip. And if you're inclined, you can go out and find a spatial relationship. Angle dance, come and join me, huh? Angle dance.
Have some geometric fun.
Angle dance, let's hope our math's correct. Angle dance,
Gee, it's great when lines connect.
angle dance, come and join me, huh?
Nancy Lieberman has stepped down to the court, replacing Dominic Presley, and there it is.
Nancy Lieberman is a professional basketball player. In 1986, she became the first woman to play in a men's professional basketball league.
Again, she fakes, she shoots it up, and she hits it.
As a professional athlete, I have to practice because my shots aren't always perfect. I always try and come back in the gym to correct the problems that I am having, and I spend endless hours in the gym, as I call it, doing my homework. I like to make practice harder than the game, so when I get into the game situation, it's the easy thing to look forward to. My mind and my body make thousands of computations every game. I look at the hoop, and my mind computes the distance to the basket, my height relative to the basket, and the arc the ball should take. When I'm in a game, I do a lot of figuring. Do I need to angle the shot off the backboard? What angle? When I'm getting ready to shoot a bank shot, I always make sure that my head is up looking at the basket and my eyes are fixed on the square, which is right behind the rim. That way I know exactly where I want to aim the ball and what angle I want the ball to come off that square. What are the odds of making the shot? Is it my best shot? If I usually go 3 out of 10, that means I've got a 30% chance of making that shot in a game. You think about these things most of the time without even knowing it. It's automatic. Practice makes it automatic.
As the fans are watching every move of Nancy Lieberman on Spivey, they want her to shoot. Nancy's left on. She puts it up and she hits again.
The story you are about to see is a fib, but it's short. The names have been made up, but the problems are real.
It was a Monday, 2:43 p.m. and warm in Los Angeles for that time of day. I was working the day watch out of Mathnet. The boss is Thad Green. My name is Monday. I'm a mathematician. My partner is George Franklin. We'd gotten a call about a neighborhood disturbance, problem over a baseball. I mentioned it to George.
You've got a problem, George. Baseball.
I love baseball, Kate. Martha and I, we went to Dodger Stadium just last night, Kate.
The Dodgers played in Cincinnati last night, George.
Yeah, no trouble parking. You ought to go with us, Martha, and me to a Dodger game, Kate. No trouble parking.
You've got a problem, George. Let's roll.
3 p.m. George and I drove to the neighborhood to question possible witnesses. One of the first rules of problem solving is getting the facts. I'd like to ask you a couple of questions, sir.
Sure. Why not? Go ahead. I mean, shoot. I got nothing to hide.
Yes, sir. You notice any kids playing baseball around here today?
Kids?
Yes, sir.
Playing baseball?
Yes, sir. That's what we want to know. Kids playing baseball.
Not really. There's hardly enough room in the store for the new ski jump, let alone a baseball game.
Yes, sir. We didn't mean in your store, sir.
Besides, I wasn't here all day.
Where were you?
When?
Then?
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 There.
What were you doing there?
Where?
There.
Nothing. Not much anyways. Just watching a bunch of kids play baseball.
Do you know where they are?
Who?
The kids.
When? Then?
No, now.
Yes.
Where?
There.
What happened, son?
We lost our baseball, ma'am.
Uh-huh. A lot of that going around.
Yes, but this ball is different.
Different?
Yeah, you know, not the same.
How was it different?
For one thing, it wasn't ours.
It was my dad's. It was a special ball. It was signed by Babe Ruth.
The king of SWAT?
Sultan of SWAT. My dad finds that I lost his souvenir. He'll murder me. Gotta find that ball.
When was the ball last seen?
When Nell belted it, I really teed off on it.
Good pitch?
High and tight, right in my wheelhouse. I got the meat of the bat on it, and I was playing left field. Sailed over my head, still rising. I lost it in the sun. She hit it a ton.
It's as if it vanished. In thin air. We can't find it anywhere. My dad's gonna skin me.
We'll do the best we can. Let's measure the area, sketch it on paper, and run it through the computer. It'll be easier to sift through the information once we can see it.
Right.
Anything else, kids?
Don't think so. Just that I need that ball by the time my dad gets back from his business trip, or he'll rip me to shreds.
Yeah. We'll get back to you.
3:45 p.m. We asked Jenny Carlson, our computer expert in the lab, to help us out. She copied the information George gave her from his sketch onto the computer.
All right. This is a map of the area. Here is home plate where the ball was hit. This is left field, the direction the ball took.
What's that?
That's the billboard, remember, George?
Yeah, right.
Now, if the ball landed in here, the kids would have found it.
But the left fielder was here, and he said the ball went over his head.
Well, if it landed behind the left fielder, they should have found it too.
It wasn't there. They looked, we looked, no ball.
What if it had gone farther against the sign?
That would be a heck of a clout. Do you think she could have hit it that far?
She said she got it all.
Well, if the ball hit the sign, this is what might have happened. It would have bounced here.
The angle of incidence equals the angle of reflection.
Yeah, the ball would bounce off the sign at the same angle it hit the sign.
If this angle is 50 degrees, then this angle will be 50 degrees.
Now, if the ball hit somewhere else?
This might have happened.
Uh-huh.
Or it might have done this. In every case, the ball bounces off the sign at the same angle it hit the sign.
Well, if it hit the sign, it would have to be somewhere in here.
There was a house there, George. Let's roll. Excuse me, ma'am. I'm Monday, Mathnet. This is my partner, George Franklin.
Mathnet.
Mind if we ask you a few questions?
Like what?
These kids lost a valuable baseball. We have reason to suspect it might be on your property. We'd like to search the grounds for information. Mind if we take a look around?
What would their baseball be doing on my property when they play way over there?
The angle of incidence equals the angle of reflection.
What?
Mathematics and physics.
We think the ball hit that sign. If it did, it should have bounced on your property, probably on your porch. Did you hear anything like that?
A baseball bouncing on my porch?
Yes, ma'am.
No, but then I've been gone most of the day.
Remember what time you left?
I remember exactly. I forgot my shopping list. I had to go back inside to get it, and I noticed the clock. It said exactly 1:45.
Yes, ma'am. Mind if we check that porch?
Okay. Watch the step.
We went over the property with a fine-tooth comb. No sign of the ball. Let's take a look at that sign.
Think the ball could have done that?
Could be. Let's get back to the office. We'll keep working on it, kids.
Sure hope you solve it.
Your dad?
Yeah, he'll draw poorly.
Morning, Ginny. Did that new information help?
Sure did. You know what?
What?
Look. That's the house. If the ball hit the sign where you think it did, it would have hit it right from Mrs. McGregor's front door. It must be in the house.
Couldn't be. The door was closed.
But look at this. The ball hit here. It would have ricocheted and gone right here. If the door was closed, it would have bounced into this area.
We looked there. No ball.
Kate, wait a minute. Remember what Mrs. McGregor said? Hello, ma'am. This is George Franklin, Mathnet. Ma'am, when you went back into the house for your shopping list, did you close the door? You didn't?
If the ball was hit then,
it must be in the house.
Ma'am, we're coming back to see you. We have reason to believe the baseball is in your house. Mind if we look around?
Not really, but that's easier said than done.
How's that, ma'am?
My house has been stolen.
Coming soon on Matinee Movie, the motion picture classic Casablanca. The story of two men and a woman divided by romance, war, and a French customs official who knows how to play guess your weight.
Did you hear anything suspicious?
Like what?
Oh, maybe a house being stolen?
No, nothing like that. There was one thing, though.
100% of Square One TV is a production of the Children's Television Workshop.